Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Centurions. And this time, we'll be talking about something liquid in form, known all over the world, and of course, has been in existence for over 100 years. It is the one and only Coca-Cola Company, makers of the popular drink Coca-Cola, also known as Coke. The Coca-Cola Company. The origin started on the 8th of May 1886 when Dr. John Pemberton brought his perfected syrup to Jacob's Pharmacy in downtown Atlanta, where the first glass of Coca-Cola was poured. Serving about 9 drinks per day in its first year, Coca-Cola was an exciting new drink in the beginning. Let's see how the story all began. The product that has given the world its best-known taste was born in Atlanta, Georgia on the 8th of May 1886. Dr. John Pemberton, a local pharmacist, produced the syrup for Coca-Cola and carried a jug of the new product down the street to Jacob's Pharmacy, where it was sampled, pronounced excellent, and placed on sale for 5 cents a glass as a soda fountain drink. Carbonated water was steamed with this new syrup to produce a drink that was at once delicious and refreshing. A theme that continues to echo today wherever Coca-Cola is enjoyed. Thinking that the 2 C's would look well in advertising, Dr. Pemberton's partner and bookkeeper, Frank M. Robinson, suggested the name and penned the now famous trademark Coca-Cola in his unique script. The first newspaper ad for Coca-Cola soon appeared in the Atlanta Journal, inviting thirsty citizens to try the new and popular soda fountain drink. Hand-painted oilcloth signs reading Coca-Cola appeared at the doors with the suggestion "drink" added to inform passers-by that the new beverage was for soda fountain refreshment. During the first year, sales averaged a modest of 9 drinks per day. Dr. Pemberton never realized the potential of the beverage he created. He gradually sold portions of his business to various partners and just prior to his death in 1888, sold his remaining interest in Coca-Cola to Asher G. Candler, an Atlantan with great business acumen. Mr. Candler proceeded to buy additional rights and acquired complete control. The Coca-Cola Company, the American corporation, was founded in 1892 and today engages primarily in the manufacture and sale of syrup and concentrate for Coca-Cola, a sweetened carbonated beverage that is a cultural institution in the United States and a global symbol of American tastes. Asher Griggs Candler, who lived from 1851 to 1929, he secured complete ownership of the business for a total sum of $2,300 and the exchange of some proprietary rights. He incorporated the Coca-Cola Company the following year. The trademark Coca-Cola was registered in the U.S. Patent Office in 1893. Asher Griggs Candler was born on a farm, studied medicine, became a pharmacist, and developed a prosperous, wholesome drug business. He improved the manufacturing process and built Coca-Cola into one of the most prosperous U.S. businesses. Under Candler, the firm was most successful in the South. He sold the business in 1919 for $25 million. Under Candler's leadership, sales rose from about 9,000 gallons of syrup in 1890 to 370,877 gallons in 1900. Also during that decade, syrup-making plants were established in Dallas, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia, and the product came to be sold in every U.S. state and territory as well as in Canada. In 1899, the Coca-Cola Company signed its first agreement with an independent bottling company, which was allowed to buy the syrup and produce, bottle, and distribute the Coca-Cola drink. Such licensing agreements form the basis of a unique distribution system that now characterizes most of the American soft drink industry. Another name that must be mentioned for the Coca-Cola Company story to be complete is that of Roberto Crispulo Goizueta, born on the 18th of November 1931 in Havana, Cuba, but died October 18, 1997 in Atlanta, Georgia. Cuban-born American businessman who served as chairman and CEO of the Coca-Cola Company. During his 16-year leadership, he increased Coca-Cola's market value from $4 billion in 1981 to roughly $150 billion at the time of his death. Goizueta was born into a prosperous family with interest in the sugar industry. He was educated at a Jesuit school in Havana and a private preparatory school in New Haven, Connecticut, before earning a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from Yale University in 1953. His 43-year career with Coca-Cola began with one of the company's subsidiaries in Havana, where he worked as a chemist. After Cuban leader Fidel Castro nationalized Coca-Cola's Cuban operations in 1960, Goizueta and his family immigrated to the United States in 1961 with little more than $40 and 100 shares of Coca-Cola stock. He maintained that this experience developed a self-assurance that helped him turn the conservative, risk-averse company of the late 1970s into one of the world's most recognizable brands. The post-World War II years saw diversification in the packaging of Coca-Cola and the development or acquisition of new products. The trademark Coke, first used in advertising in 1941, was registered in 1945. In 1946, the company purchased rights to Fanta, a soft drink previously developed in Germany. The contoured Coca-Cola bottle was first introduced in 1916 and was registered in 1960. The company also introduced the lemon lime drink Sprite in 1961 and its first Diet Cola sugar-free tab in 1963. With its purchase of Minute Maid Corporation in 1960, the company entered the citrus juice market. It added the brand Fresca in 1966. In 1978, Coca-Cola became the only company allowed to sell cold packaged beverages in the People's Republic of China. In 1982, the company introduced its low-calorie, sugar-free soft drink Diet Coke, originally named Diet Coca-Cola. In an effort to address its decline in market share, the company adopted a new flavor of Coca-Cola in April 1985, using a formula it developed through taste tests. New Coke was not well received. However, owing to public outcry, Coca-Cola revived its original flavor in July, which was then marketed as Coca-Cola Classic. From 1982 to 1989, the company held a controlling interest in Columbia Pictures Industries Incorporated, a motion picture and entertainment company. New markets opened up for Coca-Cola in the early 1990s. The company began selling products in East Germany in 1990 and in India in 1993. In 1992, the company introduced its first bottle made partially from recycled plastic, a major innovation in the industry at the time. Coca-Cola also acquired Bach's Root Beer in the United States, Inca Cola in Peru, Mazza, Thumbs Up and Limca in India, and Cadbury Schweppes beverages, which were sold in more than 120 countries across the globe. In the early 2000s, Coca-Cola faced allegations of illegal soil and water pollution, as well as allegations of severe human rights violations. In 2001, the United Steelworkers of America and the International Labour Rights Fund, ILRF, filed a lawsuit against Coca-Cola and Bebibas Yalmentos and Pan American Beverages Inc., also known as Panamco LLC, the primary bottlers of Coca-Cola's beverages in Latin America, claiming that the defendants had openly engaged so-called death squads to intimidate, torture, kidnap, and even murder union officials in Latin America. The controversy gained worldwide attention and led several American universities to ban the sale of Coca-Cola products on their campuses. The lawsuit was eventually dismissed. In 2005, the company introduced Coca-Cola Zero, a zero-calorie soft drink with the taste of regular Coca-Cola. In 2007, the company acquired Energy Brands Inc. along with its various enhanced waters. That same year, Coca-Cola announced that it would join the Business Leaders Initiative on Human Rights, BLIHR, a group of companies working together to develop and implement corporate responses to human rights issues that affect the business world. Coca-Cola acquired Minute Maid in 1960 for an undisclosed amount, and in 1982 it acquired the movie studio Columbia Pictures for $692 million. Coca-Cola then launched a series of entertainment takeovers, namely Merv Griffin Enterprises and Embassy Communications, in the mid-1980s, forming the entertainment business sector, which would later merge with TriStar Pictures to start out Columbia Pictures Entertainment. With Columbia Pictures Entertainment holding stake in the company, Coca-Cola sold Columbia to Sony for $3 billion in 1989. In 1986, Coke sold off two assets, namely Presto Products and Winker Flexible Products, to an investment group led by E.O. Gaylord for $38 million. The company acquired the Indian Cola brand Thumbs Up in 1993 and Barks in 1995. In 1999, Coca-Cola purchased 50% of the shares of Inca Kola for $200 million, subsequently taking control of overseas marketing and production for the brand. In 2001, it acquired the Odwalla brand of fruit juices, smoothies, and bars for $181 million. It announced Odwalla's discontinuation in 2020. In 2007, it acquired Fuse Beverage from founder Lance Collins and Castania Partners for an estimated $250 million. The company's 2009 bid to buy Chinese juice maker Huan Juice Group ended when China rejected its $2.4 billion bid on the grounds the resulting company would be a virtual monopoly. This has been another exciting episode of Centurions, and this time we featured the Coca-Cola Company, makers of Coca-Cola, popularly known as Coke, and the story of how that global brand has evolved. Till we come your way again, do subscribe, like, and share. I'm Dmitri. Thank you for watching.